Okay, and good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is time for some yoga here in the basic practice space with me, Jiya. All right, so it is your practice. All right, it's a crazy time of the year. This is why we need it. One of the reasons we need it, to find this calm within ourselves, no matter what all else is around us. There's cookie baking going on, presents, we're having have you got the cards in the mail, etc. If you're into all of that, you don't have to be. That's the other thing, right? It is your life, is your practice. It is your body always. Your strength, your openness, your weakness, your tightness. Now, but the other thing to find is the wholeness that you have as well. In this time of year, we can feel very scattered, very uh, scattered. Lost my train of thought. There it went. Choo, right? It's easy. It happens to all of us. Even the most controlled, steady folks out there. We have to be constantly reminding ourselves that our unity of self is there. It's always. You have a foundation for yourself, a base, a center, call it what you will, with you at all times. There are 8 limbs, it's called practices within the greater practice of yoga, the last of which, usually listed last, is samadhi, which roughly means oneness with everything. It's not just the individual and other individuals, but I mean big E, the universe as a whole, everything. We embody that in our practice, in ourselves, as our mental beings, and our emotional beings, and our physical beings. Touch, right? Are one. You cannot take your brain out of your body. It is a physical thing as well as a mental thing, and emotional. You cannot take your breath out of your body. It's a muscle. Your heart is a muscle. Your lungs, viscera, they're right there. They're physical things. But they're also mental and emotional. Again, movement of your arms, your legs is powered by your thought, powered by your breath. We have to have oxygen. We have to have for the thoughts themselves. Right? So, but in all of that, boom, there's a whole. The whole of you, it's there. In all these things coming at us from the outside. Often very artificial. Sometimes deliberate, sometimes not. Sometimes self-inflicted, sometimes not. But they're all there, intentional or not, causing us to forget that we're one. Right? Sometimes making us, believe we're a different kind of one. It's hard. It took me 56 years. Right? If you haven't figured that part out, I'll tell you later. Anyway, all right, so let's get to it. Okay, we're going to start seated. I'm going to begin with the breathing. So come on down. Again, if you need a chair, get a chair. Whatever works for you. Again, it is your practice. I'm going to lead it. I'm going to describe it. Obviously, you're probably already like, oh my God, will she ever shut up? Probably not much. Sit up tall. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. You do not have to. Let your breath flow. And so we start with the breath, right? Like it's it's one part of it. All right, we're going to begin, whatever. If it's not a model, it's not a game, it's not a puzzle. In order to start with just the breath. You have to think about it. You have to sit up. You have to move muscles. There it is. It's mine. Okay, we're done. No. Breathe now. The piece of the breath, as always, again, is yours. Just like what position you used to sit in, right? Don't have to be cross-legged. Like I said, you could be in a chair. Maybe your breath is quite fast. Maybe it's quite slow. Somewhere in between. Again, the range is human. But use this awareness of this whole that is you to begin to let go of the things that distract you from being. We're going to start to move a little bit more, warming up. We're going to begin with a little back arch today. So now, you had your eyes closed, open them. Take your fingertips by your hip joints, shoulders nice and broad. Lean back on your hands, palms are flat, shoulders are broad, middle works, chin's tucked, little press down through your hands, just a little bit. You don't have to strain anything. So warm up. A little strength in the middle, though. We do not want the pelvis to tip as we inhale. Don't hold your breath now. But let that arch build as you lift your chest a bit. Tuck your chin. Breathe. We'll exhale. Now slow this up. Very strong middle. Nice and tall. Up we sit. And we're going to open the sides a bit more to help, create a little more room for the breathing. And begin to deepen our awareness of alignment. Ears, shoulders, hips. Why is this important? We're going to put the right hand here. Bring the left arm up. And we exhale. So alignment. Now, some classes and styles of yoga really focus on alignment. Like that's the end of it. Once you've got your knee bent to a 90-degree angle in Virabhadrasana 2, you're enlightened. No, of course not. The alignment, this is a focusing of your thoughts into your practice, into your movement, your body, yourself. This allows you to center your work, deepening the awareness of that. We're looking to release the ribs and the oblique in the left side. Not make ourselves longer. Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. There's some practice, philosophies of holy cow. Again, there it is, the oneness of it all. Inhale up. And down. Right arm up. We maintain all of that. Here we go. And we exhale. Oh my goodness. Forgot I left the heater on. It's a little chilly down here today. Occasionally you might hear this thing buzz a little bit. I'm not sure if you're even picking it up at all. But if I suddenly start speaking louder, that's because it's kicked on. My house could use some new insulation, I think. It's okay. We're breathing. There it goes. Santosha. Contentment. This is the space I have to practice, the space I have to teach from. Inhale up. So this is where we teach and practice at. Let's begin a twist here. We're going to go to the left first today. So take the back of the right hand towards our left knee. Right hand, left hand behind us. Good grief. I've already lost track of which side I'm on. Exhale, twist. Where you can. Breathe. And the movement is there. You're turning. Maybe you physically do not stop turning, but the work doesn't quit either. Again, don't quit, don't hurt yourself. It's not a forcing past a sticking point. You reach your limit, you let it relax. It's possible that will open some more space. It's possible it won't. It's okay. Either way. But you're involved fully in your practice. Mentally, again, this is part of it. There it is. The mentality of the turn, it's still there. The flow of the breath, that's a movement as well. It doesn't stop. It's calm. And it might be hard. It might be breathing fast because it's hard, because it's tight. It's okay. Yeah. Sometimes these things are hard. Inhale onto it. We don't stop our practice just because it's hard. And out and you can rest. But your practice continues. Fail twist. Again, all 8 limbs. It's still one practice. And maybe at times we might focus more on the physical, more on the mental. Meditation practices and whatnot, more on the philosophical, the study, etc. The breathing. Physical's still there. Mental's still there. Emotional's still there. Inhale and twist. Nice. Okay, one more little forward fold. I'm going to turn just for the demonstration part of this. Then we exhale over our feet. You let your hands go where you can. Breathing. And release. Inhale up. And we sit real tall. Pause a moment. The wholeness of ourselves. The calm flow of the breath. Again, it is not about it being slow. It moves. It's calm. Whatever you're feeling is fine. Same thing. You don't have to be unemotional. Thoughts, focused. We're not strained. It's okay. If your awareness shifts a little bit, this is again normal, natural. Returning it to your practice is part of the practice. And again, as always, with the movement of the body, the asana, the poses, it's your strength, your openness. You go where you can. This awareness of the entirety of your being into your practice is crossing our ankles. If they're not already, we begin to roll forward. We're going to come to hands and knees. We will go into a plank for a bit. Now, again, as always, if this begins to bother your wrists, do not hesitate. Go to the forearms. Do your hands work. There's the strength down. And not trying to shove your hand through the floor. Same thing now as you bring your toes back. Hip width apart. On your shoulders, exhale, down dog. Little flex the knees as you begin to take your hips back. You want to feel the movement back with the hips. You can follow the movement. All right, got hair in my mouth. Good. That didn't take long. Here we go. And we inhale back into our plank. Again, so we're going to stay a little bit longer. Put a little bit more work in. Feel a little more strength. Turn the shoulders. And again, we exhale, downward facing dog. Now, if your legs are still a little flexed, it's fine. Your legs have begun to extend, fine. Go where you can. You don't have to shift your hips any further back. Shoulders nice and broad, though. Inhale, plank. Breathe. And exhale, down dog. And we're going to exhale and walk our feet in. Bend your knees quite a bit. Now I'm going to work my hands back just to kind of. We want to really feel the toes working now, the heels working, the knees are flexed. This is an easy Uttanasana. Now just go ahead and let the back of the legs relax a little bit. Open the chest, tuck your chin. And that same work you had in the plank and down dog remains in the upper body. Allow your back to relax. You don't have to get any longer now. This is a calming of the muscle. There's a sense of extension. This is the action of it, not necessarily the muscle itself. We're going to begin, now keep your fingers on the floor, palms, fingertips, knuckles like I do. We're going to exhale and begin to extend our legs as much as we can. If your knees don't fully unbend, fine. Do not take your hands off the floor. Then begin to let back of the legs, back of the knees, back of the thighs, even your butt, relax a little bit. Flex your knees slightly. Hands on the thighs, sweep your arms out, work your middle, tuck your chin, keep that weight even. A big, long, standing Salamasa. This is a standing back arch, and it's not about going any particular distance. This is a lengthening motion. The curve is gentle. It's a big little arch. Shoulders down, chin down. Breathe. And we'll exhale up and sweep the hands down. And bring them together. All right. Now, big toes parallel. Pause a moment here. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. Excellent. Nothing fancy, right? We're just standing here. It's not about how difficult, pretty, or not so pretty that it looks. This might in fact be very difficult for some. I mean, I will admit it's quite easy for me to stand like this. Right? Wait 5 minutes. Right? I'm not going to stay that long. And the physical is not always the primary part. Again, you keep yourself concentrated by doing something, again, which for you might be quite easy. Right? And this is why sometimes the asanas get very complex, because it's initially easier to focus on something complex. You bring your work into it. You come to something simple. Mind wandering, when the hell are we going to get that done with this, right? Gosh, she's still talking. It's okay. I know. All right, now we're going to balance. So we're going to stand on the left foot. We're going to go first into a I forgot. A flamingo pose, and then turn that into a half lotus balance. Alright? So, now we've done this pretty regularly here lately. And I want you to do something familiar. The fullness of it. It's not how high. We bring that right knee up. Whether the hands are here or here, we pull the knee closer, or not any of it. Your engagement full and complete in your practice. The alignment in nice and tone. Ears, shoulders, hip, the standing leg lining up. Little flex of your right toe now. If you need your right hand to help, you begin to roll that down. Now if you have to bend down a little bit, maybe even a lot to get a hold of your foot, bring it up to the top of the hip, straighten yourself up. And over or under as you require. You can stop here. This is half lotus. Can you go a little further? hanging onto the foot. Exhale. Get a little length here. Do not let your pelvis tip. This hand, whatever works for you. This is what I like to do personally. Oh yeah. Inhale the right knee up, flex your toes, flex your toes. Turn your thigh. And the right foot down. Okay, let's do the other side. Here we go. So, I'm not going to turn, I'm going to go with you here. And you'll have to find what works for you. This side might be very different. It's okay. Then we're going to stand on the right foot. We lift the left hand. We exhale up. And bring it where it works for you. Wahoo. Flex your toes. Turn the left thigh. You can use your hand. And the right hand holds the heel up. Keep those toes working. We're not going to pull too strongly. Whoa. Sorry, I'm losing my balance there. Hang on. So we exhale, extend, maybe. Send it back up. There we go. Ah, breathe now. Nicely done. There it is. One breath. That's all you need. Inhale it. Turn it down. Excellent. Oh, yeah. That was good. Okay, so now just a little more standing stuff here. Nothing too fancy. So what we're going to do here, we're going to come to a fold, step one foot back. So we're going to be in a lunge, and we're going to come up from that into a high lunge, and then work our way back down. A 3-stage high lunge. Scary. It's okay, you can do it. Then we'll come out of that, and we're going to go into a half Hanumanasana. We're going to start with the left foot in front. So, at the head of your mat. Flex your knees a bit. Yeah. Pretty deep Uttanasana, but in forward fold here, as you have to. So if your knees get a flex, get your palms down. Go for it. Next inhale. Now, big lunge here. Really get long and low in this. Abs working. Left foot very firm. Use your hands on your thigh, even if you don't normally. Bring yourself up so you can, as you need, really tuck your tailbone. You're going to get a little back arch here, and we open the shoulders like so. Palms are out. Little squeeze. Go for it if you feel like it. Push that right heel back. Push that left foot down. Exhale. You extend your upper body. Now we get a long line here. We had a little arch. Now we do not. We're not rounding. Big length here. Exhale. Now do not let the weight rest on your thigh. Your arms sweep out past your ears as you're extending long. Yes, your chest, your stomach are touching your thigh probably. Don't let the weight rest down. Now we bring the hands down. Inhale, right knee down. Leave your toes curled under. Don't turn your foot out. Exhale. Don't let your left heel slide. Walk your way back. Now, whether you sit on your heel or not is not the point. Now, if it's absolutely too much for your toes out, you can uncurl the toes. But again, the foot goes straight back. Don't let your left foot roll out. Push here, roll your weight forward. Now, we're going to extend our right leg, then immediately exhale, right foot up, big flex knees. We inhale up. Now we're going to back arch. Again, standing Samabhasana. This may be worth A little longer, a little bigger curve, maybe not. Open where you can. Right here, right now. Just sit still. Real exhale. Let your knees flex. And we exhale into Uttanasana again. We'll do the other side. All right. Again. Palms down. Inhale. Left foot way back. Knee above the ankle. Okay, again. So once again, this is really key. You've really got to give yourself room here. You want to put some weight on the back of your left leg. It's just the left toes on the floor. Ball the foot a little bit. Gotta have length. Gotta be long. No, this is what makes this work. This strength here. If you have your feet too close together, I know it's like, oh my gosh, I'll fall. Right? If you have your feet too close together, you won't get any of it. The benefit is not there. Of that high line. Part of what we're working on is the strength of the legs. Exhale, extend forward. As well as the strength of the core and the awareness of the movement, the calm of the breath, in the difficulty. Exhale forward. It needs to be hard. I know. Why? Sometimes it's hard. Inhale the hands down. Not just yoga. Knee down. Exhale back, half Manasana. And we know this. We're learning how to stay calm and focused and centered and strong and bring our own base, our foundation to when things aren't easy. When life tries to tell us you have to be something that you're not, do things that are not right. Inhale home. Exhale, lift foot up. Inhale up. Again, standing back. Exhale up. All right, and we'll work our way down. And we're going to flex the knees. Easy fold, just let it sink. Now we're going to come briefly into a toe balance. Now we've opened up the arches with some more action, pushing that foot back. Now we're going to let weight do some of that release for us. Now if you can't kick your fingers out the floor, it's fine. It's already too much for your ankles. You need to sit down. And this is yours. Shift the weight back forward. That's it. And you got this. And we sit down. Boom. Nice. Very good. All right, let's get those legs long. All right. So, time to twist. Right? Now, nothing fancy. Right? Absolutely nothing fancy. We're just going to do a Marichyasana twist. Again, something we do quite regularly. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Yeah. Sound effects, as always, are optional. Let's bring that left arm around. Right hand behind it. Exhale, twist. So we're turning past, if we can, the right knee. Keeping the shoulders very open. You can look back if you want. Again, this is a physical thing. And a mental thing. And an emotional thing. All at once. The calm of the breath, the emotion, allows your brain, your thoughts to be calm, and your body, and the movement of muscle to also be calm. First doesn't feel like it. Right? You got back issues, back of the left leg, like what the heck is going on? Something's pinched in the shoulder. It's hard for that to calm, but if you stay with it will happen. Inhale under. Oh yeah. Right leg out. Let's do the other side. I'm going to turn just because that's how I want to do it. You gotta sit tall and left foot up. Now, I forgot to mention this on the other side. I'm sorry. If you're really having trouble with the hip or the knee, getting this real tightness, you can leave the knee unbent and just bring your arm underneath instead. Right? Find what's right for you. And it is still your body. But the full effort of your twist, right? Yeah. It's not that we want to make it hard necessarily. The effort needs to be complete, and sometimes that means it is hard. Right? And sometimes that means we're doing work that we've done before. And our mind wanders. It's like, yeah, this is not that big a deal. Why are we doing this one again? Right? Go to work regularly. You're still working. Right? Do you stay focused on your commute? On everything you do? If you don't, that's when mistakes and accidents happen. Awareness of calm strength that you bring to it, whether it's difficult or not. Inhale under. We take that left leg out. Okay, and we roll the thighs, soles of the feet together. Little strength. Bring the heels in. Baddha Konasana. Push down. We sit. Exhale. In. We are not going to fold here. We're just going to really reach open the inner legs. And be present with it. The direction of it. Again, the alignment, the action is not down. It does not matter how close to the floor your thighs or knees get. This is movement out. Inhale up, a little bit. Let the knees raise slightly, hands away. Exhale, let the legs go long. All right, now. Janusarasana. Nice long extending action over the left leg. So we roll the right thigh. Yeah, I know. Bam. Pull that up. Don't let the hip move. Active work with your left leg. With your upper body. The alignment there. Ankle, knee, hips, shoulders, ears. There's this 90-degree bend. That's it. This is an extending action. This is all of it. This is what Janusarasana is. Relax your back. Even as you keep your middle strong, the front, relax the back of your left leg even as you keep the front of it strong. You can go where you can. You might reach past your foot. You might feel like you're lucky to get your hands to your knees. Somewhere in between, you don't have to pull yourself any further. You never have to put your forehead on your shin. You might. Why not? Well, if it's not so important, why we reach the foot? Why do we get a hold of it? Because it's down there. Unless you're missing one, in which case, well, good on you. But doing without. Inhale it. Let's go. Let's switch sides here. Alright. So, I'm not going to turn again. I'm just going to bring that left foot up again. So, Janusarasana. Now, if it's a little different, the heel's a little higher, not, doesn't matter. Take it where it works for you. In. Lengthening action. And this is the whole of the pose. Your breath calm, your awareness focused into that. If it deepens, it deepens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Inhale. Exhale left leg. Nice. All right, and now we're going to come into a full. Actually, no, sorry. We're going to go into a reverse plank. Sorry, I got distracted by the heater. I should probably turn that off. I'm not going to. So we're going to go into a reverse plank to release some of that forward work. But we're then going to go back into it with a double leg forward fold, Paschimottanasana. All right, I'm going to modify that slightly. Now, so we got the legs very actively coming towards each other. You don't have to touch. We're going to sit tall. We're going to bring the hands one hand length behind the hips, fingers point forward, shoulders broad, palms flat, etc. Your toes do not have to touch the floor. As you inhale, lift your hips, rock forward, breathe. And exhale down. All right, little flex the toes just a little bit as we sit up, and then slight flex of the knees. Exhale forward. Now, once you're all the way down, you got your hands wherever, and you do not have to reach your feet. If you wish to let your legs extend, you go for it. This, again, does not mean you pull on yourself. You get closer, you may not. It's up to you. I like to get my legs back long because, quite honestly, this begins to tire me out, having the knees flexed. Likes to work. Inhale it. Okay, and now we lie back and lie down. And much like we just did a moment ago, where we release the front of the body a bit with that reverse plank, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to come into a reclined bridge pose. Actually, I don't know if there's a standing one or not, quite honestly. Let's bring those feet in just a bit wider than the hips, knees above the ankles. Lots of strength in the middle. Lots of strength in the inner thighs. Palms flat. You go up and back. Not straight up. This is an arch. And a release. For the hips and the thighs. Work. More strength. Press your feet. And lift. And we'll exhale down. Hips towards the heel. Knees and ankles together. And we exhale. Knees up and in. Now whether your hands reach the shins or not does not matter. Just a nice deep squeeze in here. And we'll inhale and let the feet come down. Okay, so now we're going to go and twist. Not nothing fancy twist again. Lumbar roll twist. So let's just, knees and ankles are pretty close. Get your feet working just a little bit just so you get your upper body really long. Now, trying very hard. This is a little hip opening happening here too. All right, sneaks up on you. We're going to let the left leg extend. Nice and low. Now, whether the back of the knee is on the floor does not matter. Now, get a little flex the toes. just to keep that knee and toes from rolling out. Let's feel that length. Now, it's still there, just like with Generous or Sun, except we no longer have that bend at the hip. So then we're going to come back to that on the right side as we pick that foot up. Keep your right shoulder down, work your middle. Keep your left leg active as you actually roll onto the left hip, down to the left ankle. Bringing the right hip over. It is not a movement down with the knee. It goes over the floor to deepen the rotation of your twist. Alright. Inhale, untwist very carefully, and let your right foot come down. Bring your left foot up. Now we're going to repeat what we just did a moment ago, starting all the way back at that little squeeze in the knees, hands and shins. It's actually super simple. It's a big deal. And in this engagement of your whole being in your practice, this is the foundation, right? Yeah, sometimes we build a physical one. When we're standing on one foot, we have both hands, all of those other things we did, right? We had to get the feet engaged. We had to extend our legs in that lunge. Inhale the feet down, right? We're creating a little foundation now because we've got the feet working a bit. Keeping our back long as we get ready to twist. Right leg goes out. Arm extends. Pick your left foot up. Calm work here. Exhale. Rotate. It's not always the physical. You can't have a physical foundation if you don't have the mental one going as well. At the end, you can't keep the strength of the body and both shifting movement and strength without the breath. Again, it's all one. It's all that foundation. Samadhi, again, the oneness with everything. This is our starting point, our base nature. And we're not creating something new. You came into your practice with this. Leave with it. And practice does not stop either. Yoga does not stop. It's always there. You don't have to be on your mat. You're doing yoga. Do more than do it. It's part of it. Inhale on this. Left foot down. Right foot up. Knees and neck together. Exhale. We pull the knees back. Right. Okie dokie. So now we're going to come into a whole sequence here. We're going to release the hips, release the inner thighs, and really see about some opening in the lower back. Again, there's a lot going to happen. Stay with me now. So we're going to flex the toes a bit. Begin first with a kind of modified happy baby pose. So we're going to roll the thighs out just enough to get the soles of the feet together. Knees stay quite bent. Reach your hands up towards your ankles. You don't actually have to have a hold of your ankles, but we're going to exhale, just kind of bring a little work down. So you notice how the hips rock a little bit. Not that the lower back comes off the floor. The hip joint just rotates. Now let your elbows begin to come out in front if that space is there. If it isn't, it isn't. Now if you're going to curl up a little bit, reach your hands up towards your feet, do so, but then make sure you get your shoulders back down. If you can't do that, let go of your feet. Hang on to the outer edges of the ankles again. Next exhale, we extend the inner thighs. Now you might flex your elbows slightly like I'm doing. This is not to pull the feet down. In fact, be very careful not to crank down anyway. You can really hurt yourself if you're not careful. It's to keep that pressure so you really find the opening out. Left and right through the inner thighs. Now, modify a reclined turtle pose. Again, still a modification. That's it. Easy thing. We're going to exhale. Now, begin to bring your feet up as much over your face as possible. Now, you might end up Flexing your elbows a little bit more. Now as this base grows, your lower back will curve off the floor some. Do not roll up onto the middle of your spine though. Keep as much of your back, your shoulders stay broad, on the floor, shoulder blades on the floor as possible. Inhale. Keep some of that pressure going. The inner thighs are still working. We're going to bend the knees again. So we're back into that that reclined Baddha Konasana. Then we're going to inhale now. We're not going back into that hip opening. We are going to relax the inner thighs. Begin to let the heels go towards the floor. Nicely done. All right. Take your left leg back out. And your right knee up. Now we're just going to come into a reclined split. Forgot for a minute. Oh my gosh. So we get the hold of the right thigh and onto the meat of the leg you go. Exhale, squeeze down. Now, once you're here, you gotta let your right leg relax a little bit. Keep your breath calm. And this link to the center of yourself. Left leg's active. The middle is active. Your breath calm. Jaw relaxed. Exhale, begin to extend your right leg. Now if you need to let up some pressure to get that full extension, go for it. Don't move your hands. Just keep some strength down. Let it open. Inhale. Bend the right knee back down. Inhale, let the right foot come to the floor. Alright, inhale, left foot up. Exhale, pull the left knee up and in. Hands here. And so we're going to squeeze in first. All we're doing, we're just going to get that thigh down. And then got this opening through the right side now, through the center of ourselves. This is where the work comes in. On this side, there's an opening and a strength. It is foundation. You have to have this length. You have to have that leg active. Well, there's not enough base as you exhale to let your body extend. No brain, no body, no breath, need, no mental, physical, emotional self need to feel the support. This is another reason why we concentrate so much. Awareness of it. The body can open because it is supported. This left leg isn't doing anything. It's not taking any weight. It's just extending. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go open any further. Go where you can. A little strength in the hands. Inhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, left foot down. Backs the hands to the floor, palms up. It is your choice now whether you allow your left leg to extend or bend the right knee up. The space between the heels does not matter. This distance from your wrist to your hips does not matter. Close your eyes. Right. Your thoughts come to that unity. Samadhi. Right. It's not to finish. Right. There's no ending. There's not even really a beginning. You may not have been aware of it. Realize this practice was there. The wholeness of yourself was there. Even before you even did a yoga pose. Close your eyes again if you haven't already. Feel your breath moving. Your thoughts are there. They are your breath. Calm of your body relaxing on the floor. It is your breath. It is your thoughts. It's hard, I know. It's not easy to stay focused. Particularly this time of year, if you're taking part in the European holiday. It's a lot of pressure. Some of that is artificial. A lot of it is, actually. It's not required. And flex your fingers a little bit. And your toes. Calm reactivation of your arms and legs. Get your wrists moving your ankles. Notice how that's starting to shift the forearms, the shins and the calves, which again, it's all one. The movement of the wrist is the movement of the elbows. The movement of thought as your shoulders move a little bit. The same thing with your breath, keeping the muscles calm and fed with oxygen. Your brain the same. The knees and the hips, the thighs, and your next inhale. Reach yourself long along the floor. Breathe. And the right arm by your ear, your left knee bends. And we will exhale and roll right. And press yourself up to find a comfortable seated position, cross-legged otherwise, hands coming together, thumbs touch the chest. Everybody smiles real big. You are amazing. Happy solstice, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Diwali, Hanukkah's coming soon. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I hope you all are safe and happy. Namaste. Alrighty, thank you all so much. Okay, so, oh my gosh. One more to go for the year. All right, so as always, anybody has any questions, do not hesitate to ask. You can leave me a comment on the video itself, send me a message personally. I'm happy to answer either way. All right, again, Venmo link, Cash App link, PayPal link. You want to send me a Christmas bonus? Hey, I'm in. Again, whatever you think is fair, of course. It's all right. You want to get me a present? I wear a size 8. That is a joke. No, don't do that. Okay? All right. I will see you all next weekend, 9:30 a.m. Chicago time here. And I hope you all have a safe holidays if you're traveling, and then enjoy yourselves no matter what. Bye, everybody.